I just bought a new house. New to us at least. The house is 50 years old, and comes with all the wonderful trappings of an older home. Scribbled walls, dirty closets, a leaky roof, and even a family of mice. The thing that annoys me the most though, is the growth chart of the previous residents' children. On the wall of the master bedroom closet are successive tick marks in pen, not pencil, because they were horrible people who had no respect for their dwelling. Each one was named and dated. Frank, October of '83. Julia, May of '85. Still staring at that, huh? My husband asked, when he came into the bedroom and found me scowling into the closet. Yup. He joined me and examined the wall. Huh, I thought the previous owner only had 2 kids. Yeah, she did. So? Why are there 3 names? What do you mean? Jay walked over and pointed to a tick mark. It was one of the shortest ones, only a few feet off the ground, marked not with Frank or Julia, but the name Sam. I scanned the rest of the marks, and there was no other mark for Sam, just the one. Huh, that's weird. Then my heart sank. Maybe they had a child that died young. Oh no, it's probably not that. Probably a friend just wanted to be measured or something. Yeah, I already felt bad for the previous owner. She was an older lady, or so we heard, and this house had been in foreclosure when we bought it. Had she lost a child in addition to a home? What a horrible thing to happen. Over the coming days, the tick marks weighed on my mind, not only because of the tragedy. Jay and I were in the midst of trying to conceive our first child, and the tick marks felt like a cruel mockery of how long it was taking. And so, every time I opened the closet to get dressed, my eyes shot down to that one tick mark, Sam. Sometimes I'd be depressed about not being pregnant, but other times a horrible image would flash through my mind. A faceless child choking on a snack, drowning in a pool, getting hit by a car. Can we paint the closet? I asked. Jay looked up from the TV. I guess. But you know, it'd be better if we did it in a few months, when I'm off for... Please, it's really bothering me. He sighed. Okay, sure. So we picked up the paint, a beautiful neutral color, somewhere between beige, gray, and white. On Saturday morning after breakfast, I went back to the bedroom and began emptying the closet. I muttered to myself, I have a lot of clothes. In fact, my clothes overflow onto Jay's designated rack, which he's not happy about. I started with my work clothes, they were the closest to the door. Lay the blouses flat on the floor, folded the skirts neatly in half. I was halfway through my rack when I saw it. A little bit of red cloth poking out from all the business grays and whites of my wardrobe. My eyebrows furrowed. I didn't remember owning any clothes in red. The color always clashed slightly with my auburn hair. I pushed apart the hangers. What? On the rack hung a kid's outfit. A red shirt and denim overalls. It looked old, but not old in a worn way. Not torn and stained with stitching coming loose. No. It was crisp and clean. But the denim was faded, and the style of shirt looked dated. There was no tag, but it looked like it probably fit a 2 or 3-year-old. Jay? I asked. He turned from his clothes, an old t-shirt hooked on his arm. What? What's this? Huh? I have no idea. Maybe the owners left it here. I'm pretty sure the closet was empty when we moved in. Maybe we missed it. I think we would have noticed it. Okay, well, either way, I'll go throw it out. I stood there alone, the unease building in my chest. I would have noticed if there was some random kid's outfit left over in the closet. Not to mention it was hanging right in the middle of my clothes. But I tried to forget about it. We spent the rest of the afternoon emptying the closet. Then we got to work with the paint. It took all weekend to finish, but at the end, the closet looked more beautiful than ever before. I waited a few days to put my clothes back. I didn't want them all to smell like paint. It was Tuesday that I began, with clothes on my arm and my heart full. I swung the door open, and I froze. There, at the end of the closet, where the tick marks used to be, one remained. Sam. October of '79. The others were completely gone, painted over. But that one remained, as if it had bled right through the coats of paint. "Jay!" I shouted. He was there in seconds. I threw my arms around him, clung to him tightly. I didn't even realize I was crying until I heard the voice above me. "Are you okay, Carrie?" "The mark's still there," I managed. "I guess I missed a spot. I'm sorry. I'll touch it up right now." I don't know why I'm crying. I don't know why it bothers me so much." "I do." He pulled me tighter. "In 2 months we hit the year mark. And that means we should see a doctor, you know? If there's a reason." He was right, but I'd forgotten all about that. The months had all blurred together, and I hadn't kept very good track. "You're right," I sniffed and wiped at my eyes. "I'm going to paint over it right now, okay?" His arms withdrew. I listened to his footsteps recede, then thumped down the stairs. The slam of the garage door. I stood there at the closet door, watched him pour the paint in the bin, dip the roller in, and roll it neatly over Sam's growth mark. The streak of wet paint glistened in the closet light, and just like that, the mark was gone. We moved back into the master bedroom the next day. I spent most of the evening hanging my clothes back up and pushing the bins of assorted junk back inside. All the marks were gone now, and my anxiety slipped away. "Are you feeling any better?" Jay asked, as I sat down on the bed. "Yeah." He reached over and squeezed my hand. "As soon as we have enough money, we should take a vacation. Maybe to Hawaii. You've always wanted to see Hawaii, right?" I snuggled against his shoulder. "That would be awesome. I wanted to get one of those lava rocks." "You mean like pumice or obsidian?" He shrugged. "You need to study up on rocks." "Hey, I got you a good diamond, didn't I?" I wrapped my arms around him, breathing in the clean smell of his shirt. "Yeah, you did." We fell asleep early, around 10 p.m. I was feeling better about everything, and the worry slipped easily from my mind. Then I woke up to a strange sound. I glanced at the nightstand, 3:12 a.m. according to the nightstand clock. I sighed and slowly withdrew my hands from around Jay. Then I rolled over. What? The door to the closet was open. Just a few inches, but it was open. And I could see the slice of pitch black among the shadows across the bedroom. Didn't we close it? I pushed myself up on the pillows, squinting into the darkness. Something about it didn't feel right at all. I slowly got out of bed, walked across the room, the carpet soft under my feet. I reached for the light switch, then yanked the door open. My heart dropped. All over the walls, the name Sam, scrawled across the fresh paint in frenzied strokes of pen. Sam, Sam, Sam. stretching up to the ceiling, down to the floor. I slammed the door shut, leapt back from the closet, and began to scream. Then Jay's arms were around me, holding me, hugging me, bringing me back to bed. "We need to call the police. Someone's been in here. Just calm down." "Calm down? Someone broke in and wrote all over our wall." Jay squeezed my hand. "I'm going to get you a cup of water, okay?" "What? You think I'm making it up? Go look in there for yourself." He didn't reply. He just got up from bed, giving me a sad smile, and started for the stairs. His footsteps faded away, but I couldn't move. What? He thinks I'm going crazy? I'll show him that I'm not. I stood up from the bed and started to the closet, but I only got halfway when the fear set in. Had I imagined seeing Sam written all over the walls? I only saw it for an instant. I could have been half asleep when I walked to the closet, and the writing was just a projection of my dream. I had to know. I forced myself the rest of the way and pulled the door open. No, the writing was still there. Sam, 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 written everywhere as if in a frenzied craze. I opened my mouth, but no sound came out. All I could do was stand there, staring, paralyzed. And then, it happened. In the corner of my eye, I saw the clothing move. The row of dark blazers on the right. Just a soft rustle a few feet off the ground. Like a child was moving through them. I grabbed the closet door, slammed it shut, retreated to the bed, shaking terrified. "Jay?" I finally screamed. Footsteps on the stairs, he burst back in, holding a cup of water, the liquid sloshing in the glass. What happened? "There's someone. I saw the clothes move. Oh God, oh God. I swear I saw a child in there." Okay. Jay walked towards the closet, clearly not believing me. I gripped the covers, too scared to move. He swung the door open, half closing it behind him. "Holy hell," Jay's voice slightly muffled. "You're right. There's writing everywhere. Get out of there," I shrieked, reaching for the phone. "I swear to you, I saw someone in there." "There's no one in here. I'm searching through all the clothes, it's..." His voice abruptly cut off. "Jay?" Silence. "Jay?" I pulled myself out of bed, my heart pounding in my chest. I started for the closet. The golden light spilled out of the opening, out onto the carpeted floor. I stood in front of it, just a few feet from the opening. "Jay?" I whispered, not silence this time. A soft giggle, a child's giggle. I pulled the door open. Jay stood in the middle of the room, absolutely still, his face frozen in a horrible expression of fear. And down on the floor, oh my God, the sight of it brought bile into my throat. Not a ghost kid, not a dead body, a woman. She sat on the floor nestled among our clothes, ragged gray hair tangled around her face, a wild look in her eyes, a pen in her hand. She opened her mouth, but instead of words, instead of speaking to us, she just let out a high-pitched giggle, attempting to sound like a kid. Then she snapped around to us, and staring at us with wild blue eyes, she whispered, "This is his home, and you have taken it."